Us.
A school bus driver named Joanne McWall was driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol on September 26, 2012. She had a total of 11 children under her control when she struck 75-year-old Margarita McIntosh. Shortly after the incident, the elderly woman was rushed to a hospital where she lost her life because of one careless person. Accidents like these are unacceptable, and it's clear that the workplace needs to be drug-free. In order to accomplish this, we need to make mandatory drug tests in every part of the public workplace. Drug tests are a necessity because they help create safe work environments and because they prevent drug use in general. One of the main reasons why drug tests are absolutely necessary is because they lead to a safe workplace. Workers in safety-sensitive areas already are subject to drug tests. However, the test results of workers in non-safety-sensitive areas are alarming. Random urine test positivity rates of safety-sensitive workers are 18% lower than the pre-employment positivity rates. This suggests that if not subject to drug tests, then there's really nothing stopping employees from doing drugs. In some cases, drug-using employees can be a danger to their coworkers around them. Because of this, drug tests are used to protect the health and well-being of employees and avert risk associated with drug use, according to the article, Substance Abuse in the Workplace is Declining. In short, drug tests belong in both safety-sensitive work areas as well as all other occupations because they make sure that the workplace is truly safe. The second major justification for the use of drug tests is that they deter drug abuse. Many users will deny that they have a problem and they'll only confront it when they face harsh consequences. According to Robert Willett, president of Duo Research, we now know that the implementation of drug testing programs has significantly reduced drug use in worker populations subject to drug testing. Furthermore, drug-using employees can be a great financial risk to companies that employ them. According to the DEA, there is enormous liability when a company does not take action or does the wrong thing in the face of clear evidence of drug or alcohol use. In summary, drug tests prevent companies from losing a great deal of money from not taking action to combat the problem. However, not all people support the implementation of drug testing. For instance, some argue that drug testing violates the Fourth Amendment that protects citizens from unnecessary searches. However, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that individual suspicion is not necessary when there's a special need that outweighs the privacy rights of the person being tested. In addition, others argue that drug tests are invasive and inaccurate. But this is not true because new computerized tests have been developed that measure employee hand-eye coordination time as well as reaction time. These tests please businesses because of their non-invasive and their more accurate qualities, according to the article Drug Testing. All in all, there are very few reasons to oppose drug testing because it's a very beneficial tool that helps sift out those who are at risk to employ. It is now quite apparent that drug testing is a key factor in preventing accidents like the one with Joanne McWall and Margarita McIntosh. People are already being subjected to drug testing in safety-sensitive work areas. However, this is not enough. Drug users are in all occupations, not just the safety-sensitive ones, and because of this, all occupations should be tested. Drug testing is just one of the first steps to creating a safer work environment, and it's time that we take it. Thank you very much.
Questions?
Jennifer?
How often would you say drug testing be taken?
I don't know, usually like a monthly basis, just to make sure that they're not like avoiding drug using for like a test, and then after that they just start back up again.
What would you do with the results? If you see someone's taking drugs, would you just fire them? What would you do?
I think you'd like give them a warning, and if they violated that warning a certain number of times, then you'd fire them because they're a liability to the company. Maxine?
Who would be in charge of running the drug test, like the company or some other like government program?
Either way, I guess, would work. Maybe the government would be a safer way to go, just so it's regulated. So
you were talking about a test that's about like reaction times and things.
how can you make sure that that test is actually testing for drugs and not just like somebody didn't get a lot of sleep the night before or something like that?
I don't know, I guess you could use this as like a way to back up your other tests. Like if you take a urinalysis test, which is like one of the most common ways of seeing if people have drugs, but those are like opposed because they say they're inaccurate and marijuana can be in your system for about like a month, so it might be after you quit. Mr. Green?
Gabe, what are your thoughts on the recent legalization of marijuana in Colorado and Washington?
Good for Colorado and Washington. I guess if you use it responsibly.
So how does that tie into your topic, though, the mandatory drug testing? Would you exclude THC from any screening?
I think you'd still screen for it, but you have to like work around it and make tests that would measure to make sure you weren't doing it on the job. It was only in recreation, and that it's not affecting you at all.
So you would have some like quantified limit or something as far as, you know, like level of tolerance that you would accept as not harmful or something?
I guess so, yeah, but
Okay.
you'd have to like measure really the time that they took it and how much it affects them and their performance. John?
So you said that marijuana could be in your system for up to a month. How would you know if they took it while on the job?
You wouldn't really, that's why you back it up with like the new computerized tests that measure hand-eye coordination and reaction time.
One more question.
Maxine?
How would you keep them from discriminating against the people who take the legal drugs?
Again, I would like back it up with more tests to make sure that they were doing it actually in recreational time and they weren't doing it on the job and it wasn't affecting the way they performed.
Okay, let's give it up to Gabe. Okay, Jackson, Megal on deck. You want to step out in the hallway? Okay.
Were you gonna get through all of it?
We are? What time are we out? Are we out? Like a half, like 15 minutes or 15 minutes?
Sorry, Lizzie, you're going to speak today.
No, wait.
We got 20 minutes, actually. Let's go!
You're going today, Lizzie, you're going.
No, Lizzie, Lizzie,
Lizzie, don't do your
Stop
okay.
complaining, you're gonna go
Don't
today.
panic, you can redo it if it's a bad day. Oh, I thought I was really close to getting out of it.
All right, silencio! You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.